Well, hello YouTube. I'm Wes Hagen, and you're looking at the Clos Pepe Vineyards in the Santa Rita Hills, Santa Barbara, California, United States. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the vintage. You can see the Wente clone of Chardonnay behind me. 2013, we're off to a pretty good start. We've got beautiful growth. We had a late bud break, early April instead of early to mid March. So a couple weeks late, but that was great for frost. Usually the section behind me has a big problem with frost. We normally get frosted at least once or twice down here per year. Zero frost down here, beautifully balanced vines. Chardonnays showing maybe 3 tons per acre. Pinot Noir maybe 2 tons per acre. So we're looking at, maybe something like 40 to 50 clusters per plant, maybe, in a perfect year. And this year, maybe 30 to 35 clusters in Pinot Noir and maybe 25 clusters in Chardonnay. The Chardonnay here at Clos Pepe, the clusters are quite a little bit bigger than the Pinot Noir, so we get maybe 4 clusters per pound in Chardonnay and about 7 clusters per pound in Pinot Noir. So I was just going to kind of take you in, show you a little bit about sort of what to expect from the 2013 vintage. First of all, it was a drought year. We only got about 6 inches of rainfall for the entire year. So as a result, the vines woke up very in dry soil. So we started irrigating as early as December, believe it or not, because we knew we were in a little bit of trouble as far as that dry soil goes. Grapevines grow naturally. Sort of in the Trans-Caucasus between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. That area gets 35 inches of rainfall on average per year. So a grapevine needs about 35 inches of rain. So when you get 7 inches of rain in a year, you better get ready to turn the irrigation on or end up with a very, very short truncated growing season that's not going to produce any type of quality. So let's go into the vineyard and take a little look around for a minute or two and see what we can see. So basically what you're going to see here is a beautiful cluster of Chardonnay. This is the Wente clone. And as I'm going to hold the camera kind of right under here and give this cluster a wrap, and you can see a couple flowers falling, but really no clusters. So what we're really seeing is very good set. We're feeling that these berries are almost all completely set, and we have a really good crop. And when we give these vines a little shake, not a lot's falling off except tiny little flowers. So the next step, we're going to take some leaves off. We're going to position all of these shoots up into these wires to form sort of solar panels of light to absorb and to put as much sun on this fruit as possible. And with moderate yield, about 2 tons per acre in Pinot Noir we're seeing, and we're about maybe 3 tons per acre in Chardonnay. As long as we keep the water on and these vines hydrated and healthy, we get our cultural practice done, and everything is looking good. We should have a pretty good year. So you can see actually, some reason that looks like it got frosted, but nothing else did. You can probably see that little shoot that looks like someone hit it with a blowtorch. That's what frost damage looks like, and you can see a little bit of burn on the sides here. Makes me wonder why it happened here and nowhere else, but sometimes frost damage is a little arbitrary. And this is pretty much what I would call a perfect shoot. You got a beautiful cluster of fruit, you got about 12 to 15 leaves, and as we set that vine up and sort of push it through here and into the shoot positioning wires in the proper position, we're also, as soon as we have enough leaves, we'll pull a couple of the extra leaves off to open up this canopy. On the morning side, I'm looking west. So I'm on the east side of the canopy. So on the east side of the canopy at Clos Pepe, we do about 100% leafing to take away all the leaves between the sun and the fruit. So we would call that 0 leaf layers. And then we're going to take all the leaves out from the middle of the canopy to open up the sun and the wind to the fruiting zone to improve the character of the fruit. And this will give the Chardonnay a really nice sort of minerality. It'll open up some of give the wine a really nice sort of floral character. So as we continue to position these shoots, open up the canopy, again, we want sort of 100% canopy gaps on this side of the canopy. And this is stuff for the estate Chardonnay, Wente clone of Chardonnay. And then on this side of the canopy, after we get the shoots positioned a little bit, we want about 40 to 60% canopy gaps on this side, but we want to leave some of the fruit shaded during the hottest part of the day. So right around now it's noon. So at noon we want the fruit to be shaded, but about maybe 2 to 3 o'clock we want the fruit to start getting some sun. So we'll pull almost all the lower leaves, but leave this sort of sombrero effect. See how this kind of works like a sombrero to protect this? So when it's early in the morning or late in the afternoon, it can get some sun, but that leaf right there will really do a nice job of protecting that cluster. So 2013, I think we're looking really, really nice. We're looking good growth, really nice balance. Everything's looking pretty good. So I'm really looking forward to what this vintage is going to produce. So really, I think almost all the vintages in Santa Rita Hills, Clos Pepe, it's always a long, cool growing season, but it's usually punctuated by heat spikes. So really, the question is, what will September and October do once the water in the Gulf of Alaska comes down a little bit beyond point conception and changes our weather patterns from being extraordinarily cool to the possibility of having some heat spikes. So really, September and October are going to dictate the quality of the vintage. If we have a cool September and October, it'll be an elegant vintage. Hot September, October, we'll have a little bit more ripeness, a little higher sugar, and probably a little higher alcohol. So that's kind of what's happening at Clos Pepe. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour, and we'll see you next week. Thanks so much.